Hello guys, and welcome to video 3, Shopify How To. Now what we're going to go over in this video is how to edit your Shopify theme. So first thing I want to go through is what your Shopify theme is. The Shopify theme is the front end of your website. It's the design of it, it's the structure of it, it's the first thing people see, it's all people see when they come to your website. Now there's thousands and thousands of different themes out there. At Marketing Global Source we've tested hundreds and hundreds of themes. And we've like if we've built your site, we've most likely built it on one of our top themes that has passed our testing in regards to your niche. But I'm just going to show you guys a little bit more about themes now anyway and how it'll work. So once you're in your online store, if you come here to online store, there are multiple themes you can use. So as you see, we're here on the theme page. First thing on here is themes. So very, very basic theme on here at the moment, as this is just an example site, but I've uploaded a more complicated, in-depth theme here anyway. So from here, what you'll see is this theme is the live theme. This is the one that's been published. Now, this is the debut theme. Under here, I have honest theme, which is a more highly recommended and tested theme that we have. And then under here, we have simple. So you can have as many themes saved here as you like. Like if you could have multiple websites you could click between. We don't really recommend it. We like to keep just the one good theme here. If you guys are purchasing a theme, you just need to click upload theme here and upload the file. These are the free themes that Shopify gives you. So these are some of the free ones here. So simple, boundless, venture, narrative, supply, debut, Brooklyn, and minimal. And within each of them, they have two different options usually, default and light. But yeah, they're not bad, guys. But you are competing against, if you're using these, you're just competing against thousands of people that have the same theme. So it's sometimes good to get a more advanced one, which is the one that we would have created for you if we've created your store. Also, Shopify has paid themes that you can look at as well. So if you come to the theme store, you can purchase these themes. They're usually around $60 US depending on the theme, but there's quite a few through here. So I'll just go back now. So first thing I want to do, guys, is I'm going to show you how to edit themes. Now, I have the basic theme here. I'll show you how to edit that first because most of the things here are principles, guys. Every theme's different. Every theme will, the editing things will be in different places, but it's all the same principles. Everything in editing is the same principles. So I'll show you how it'll work. So first thing I want to do is come to customize. Now this other button here gives you a few options. It has view, rename, duplicate, so you can make two of them. So if you make any mistakes when you're editing, which I do recommend doing, guys, before you do any editing on your theme, if we've created it for you, please duplicate it first so you have the original theme in case you make any mistakes. You can download the theme file if you have another Shopify store. You can edit the code if you know how to edit website code, and you can edit language and things like that. So what I'm going to do is let's go customize. And I'm going to give you guys a basic rundown on editing themes. So this is a very, very, very basic store. This is about as basic as you can get. Here we have this is the website. I'll just give you a quick rundown. Very basic, very simple. So it's not finished. It's just an example theme for you guys to see how it all works. Now, as you see here, we have the top bar here. It just says free shipping. This is where your logo would typically go. This is where your menu is. So that menu I was showing you before. Now the color on here is too light. So I've put in a few mistakes and things here, guys, so I can show you how to fix it. This here, if it's not too bad, so some collections here. So everything on here relates to this menu on the left here. So, and it's all in order, so it's nice and simple. So we have here, this is your header. So the first thing we have is header. So within your header, this whole section is actually your header, guys. So within here, we have your logo. So if you have a logo done, guys, if we haven't uploaded it for you, you just need to upload it here. So basically, you just go to select image, and here's the logo here, select, and upload. Now it's uploaded. Now this is giving you a few different alignment options, so you can put it over to the left, or you can keep it centered. I'd probably keep it on the left in this particular case because the menu file is sitting here. Now, as we scroll down, you'll see a few other options. You can change the size of it and whatnot. Some themes you can do this and some themes you can't. Main menu. So this is the main menu here. So remember there was a footer menu and a main menu. So if I want to change this, I just choose whichever menu I want, but I want to keep the main menu. Once you've changed, always hit select and always hit save after you've done any changes. Otherwise, when you reload the page, it'll be gone, all your work will be gone. So as we have up here, some stores call this the announcement bar. Some stores call this the top bar. This store here, this theme here calls it the announcement bar. So if I click that, that announcement bar is gone. Show announcement bar, turn it back on. Homepage only. Do I want to have it on the homepage only or do I want to have it on every page? Depends what your marketing is. Like for this one, it just has free shipping. So we might even have, click here for sale items. So if you want to bring something to people's attention, you might do that. And then you have an option underneath this link of going to, for example, collections. And we might add bug nets. And then this bar color is, if you want to change the bar color, what is it? It's like a greeny blue, I guess. I guess it's like a light green. If you want to change it like a beautiful blue, you just drag it up there. If you want to change the text color to say black, you just drag it down here. And one other thing I'm going to quickly show you as well, guys, is your color codes. Every color has its own code. Coca-Cola has its own code. Every single color has its own code. So I'm going to show you, once you find your correct code, like for example, this blue, that's the code for this blue. So black is just 000. White is just all Fs. This weird color. So as I move it around, you'll see the color code changes. So whenever you find the perfect code, you can just save that. Save it somewhere on your computer, or it should save in here anyway, but that's how your color codes are created. So if you're using graphics designers or Canva, or if you're using Photoshop, then a lot of your editing and colors can be kept consistent by doing that. Now, at the bottom of most of these, they have theme settings. So theme settings usually gives you a few more options. In this particular case, it's giving you social media options. So for example, we have Vimeo. So all you need to do is if you have a if you have a Twitter page, you just need to paste your Twitter page's code in here. So the link from your Twitter page might be www.twitter.com/mosquito online store. Facebook, same sort of thing. Pinterest, same sort of thing. So if you're only using Facebook, only put something in Facebook. If you're only using Instagram, only put something in Instagram. If you're using all of them, put something in all of them. At the moment, they've just been populated with an A, just so they'll show up. Okay, so it's all simple. I've turned them off because we don't have, I'll put this one on. I'll put Facebook on. So it's www.facebook.com. It'll be /mosquito, and I'll do the same for Instagram, even though we don't have those stores yet. That we'll go over that in your marketing section, guys, but that's just the basics of how you rank that, and then it will start showing up on different places on throughout your page. So that's the basics of the header. Now, the second thing I want to do is this image here. And also, guys, when you're making edits, this shows you the mobile phone view, this shows you the editing view, and this shows you the website normal view, okay? So we need to stay on the editing view. So the next thing I go to is image with text overlay. So this is the image I've uploaded here. If I don't like it, I can change it. That one there is fine. Now, image alignment. So I have top, middle, bottom. Where do we want to have it? We can put it wherever we want. This is where the text goes on. So full width, fixed width, section height, how big do you want to have it, extra large, small. This will decide how big the actual image views. So some themes give you options where they will edit the size. Other themes give you, which I'll show you in the next theme, they give you options of editing. Like when you are actually designing, it'll give you like pixel size of the image so you can make it fit perfectly. Text size, same thing. Now, this is where you can put text overlay. This particular image I've chosen here already has its own text. As you can see, guys, the marketing strategy behind this mosquito store it's a very old strategy, and a lot of pest people use it, is to find a blown up picture of the creature and show sort of how scary it looks if it was blown up to normal size. And you say things like, this guy is sucking your blood, or this guy is, passing around diseases. You need to prevent it. So really, that's sort of the marketing stuff we'll get into in our marketing content. Now, header. You might have Mozzie. You might have click here to keep them away. But that just gives you a bit of an example of how we can do it. And then we need a button label. So what's the button? Click here. Make it super simple for people. Make it super direct. And then where do you want that button to go to? I want it to go to, do we want it to go to collections? Do we want it to go to products, pages, blogs, blog posts, policies? We want it to go to collections. So let's go to a Zapper. Okay, now we have a button here that will take into the Zapper collection. Now, if you don't want to have those images, you don't want to have writing, just delete them. Delete, 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 delete. And then you can just keep your own image. It keeps it a bit brighter. So multiple options there, guys. We like to give you guys options. So the next thing is the featured collection. Now, this store is kind of ranked. It has featured collections. It has image with text overlay, slideshows, collection list. So all of these different things can be clicked and dragged wherever you like, and they will be dragged, and they will also be edited on your store. So for example, if I want to do the collection list, it gives me 3 collections. Do I want to add another one? It gives me 4. Do I want to add another one? Add collection gives me 5. Now, if I want to remove it, remove content, come here, remove content. Simple. So keep it 3. Now, under these 3, select collections, bug nets, collection 2, select collection, Zapper. See, bug nets doesn't have anything in it, so it's just not showing up with any images. So you need to have products in there to show up with images. Collection 3, select collection. Let's go to spray. So nothing in there either. So the only one that has anything is Zapper at this point, but that's something we'll go through with you guys later on in uploading products in the different courses. So next thing I come down to is featured collection. Now, once again, guys, I'll show you this one more time. Let's say I wanted to have featured collection up the top of the page. I just click and drag, but no, I'll keep it down here. So featured collection, what is my featured collection? Do I want to call it featured collection, or do I just want to call it Zappers? You can call it whatever you like. The name changes. Now, for collection, I have homepage. So I want to change that to Zappers. There we go. Products per row, 3 rows, 2. So if I want to have 5 products per row, I just click and drag that. Gives me 5. If I want to have multiple rows, I just do that. If I want to have 1 row, do that. And I like to keep it nice and clean and tidy and simple for people. 3 rows, just gives them a bit of a taste. The next thing is image with text overlay. Now this is an option. So these are all just features that we've added. So image with text overlay. So image with text to the side, sorry. So basically, I've just got an image and I can write whatever I want next to it. So for example, I can go to select image. I can choose one of the images I've made before, or you can go to free images and you can choose one of those ones. So if I go to MOSQUITO, no, they don't have anything. What if we go to bug? Within bugs, I've got a couple. So you might find, you might just choose any of these if they've got something there. Doesn't look like they do, but you can just upload an image from there if you don't have your own image. If you do, go get your own image. So once I've done that, I'll go to select, and in my header, I can write whatever I want. So you can do like a little bit of a marketing, just a bit of your branding. You could just do like an about us. This is a great place for an about us, and then you fill here with your about us information. We are a great little family owned company, non-profit, that type of stuff, guys. Like if you're not a non-profit, don't write that, but whatever your brand is, whatever you're trying to convey, this is sort of where you do it. All right, so the next thing is, this is just another feature here, image slideshow. So this is just, This is just something you might want to put on here. This is another option. So image slide. Let's go to select image. I've got some ones from before I could potentially use. Got this one. Select image. See how it's got image slide there, and it's got some more writing, and it's kind of grayed out. It has a bit of an overlay. They call that overlay when it's grayed out. So how do I get rid of that overlay? I get rid of the writing, if you don't want writing. And if you do, you can write whatever you like in there. Now, that actually had 2 slides. So that was slide 1. And I want to get rid of show overlay, that button there. Now, how often do I want these slides to tick through? Because I'm going to add another slide. So add a second slide, select image. Let's go to this old original we have here. Get rid of that writing, or I might keep the writing on. I might say mosquitoes kill, and just have that, mosquitoes kill, and that will just tick through. I can put a button there, same as before. So it's all, as you can probably start to see, guys, all the same sort of concept. Everything is updated and edited differently. Now I've put it so it will auto rotate slides every 3 seconds. It will go to the next slide, to the next slide, to the next slide, just back and forth every 3 seconds. Now, once again, guys, always hit save. So the next thing I want to show you, as you can see, sometimes when you hover your mouse, it's still loading, but that's all good. Now, that's the bottom of this website. That's it for this website. Like, that is the collections for this website. Very basic. This is a free theme. You get what you pay for, basically, with this sort of stuff. But you can add more. So I've gotten to the bottom of this. We've done header, we've done image with text, we've done collection lists, zappers, about us, slideshows. Now we have add section. We can add another section. We can remove these. We can click and drag them in different orders. So if we go to add section, every theme has its own sort of sections that you can add. So in here we have blog posts, collection list, feature collection. So if we want to add any of the stuff, we just click it. We want to put a gallery. We want to do more image with text overlay, logo list of our branding of the brands that we stock, slideshow, featured product, newsletter, map, text, any of the stuff you want to add, guys. This is very simple. One click and it's on. So let's add a newsletter. See, one click, newsletter's on. Done. Same thing, if you want to edit that, subscribe to our mailing list, we can just type in here what we want, and then we can type in here what else we want as well. So, and then I might want to add another section. I might want to do, another collection list. You can add as many as you want, guys. This can be as long, this scroll can be meters long if you like. It's completely up to you. But keep it simple, I always say. Now, the next section you guys will see is your footer menu. So the footer menu is at the foot of the website, the very bottom. So here we have our footer menu. As you can see, it says quick links, and then it has this here. This is your footer menu. So remember we made a footer menu before? Let's change quick links to footer menu. And which menu do we want there? We want to have our footer menu that we made before. Now, if we have talk about your business, you might do some more branding here. So same thing, you could even come up here and copy and paste this. We are a great little family-owned company, non-profit. Put that in here. And then change this to about us. So same thing, another newsletter option. Always good, keep this section looking nice and full. Now, as we scroll down, we have newsletter here. That's where people can subscribe to your newsletter. And that will be added to your customer list that we went through before, guys. Next thing is quick links. Quick links, we have main menu on there. Let's just change that to main menu. Nice and simple. Now, as you see, remember how we added Facebook and Instagram before? There they are sitting down there. Once again, guys, the color is horrible. We can hardly see it. So click this button here, theme settings. Here it is, Facebook. So if you were to populate any of these other ones, Pinterest will show up, Twitter will show up, Tumblr, YouTube. The more you add, the more things that'll show up. Once again, guys, as you can see, things load really slowly. We've got a few people on here now. They're all showing up, and they're all linking to the same place because we haven't put their proper things on. But all you need to do is put the actual link to those on there. Now, the last thing of your home page, as you'll notice, is it says 2019 Mosquito Online Store powered by Shopify. You really don't want to have powered by Shopify on there, guys. That only really shows up if you're using these free themes. Now, one of those things, guys, if that is showing up, just contact us and we can help you with that, because that's a bit in depth for us to get rid of. We really need to go into the back end of your website and go through all your code and actually remove that. Some of the more expensive themes just have a tick box where you can remove it, but not on the free themes. So next thing I want to show you guys is we just went through sections. Now to the right, we have theme settings. So theme settings, we have colors, typography, social media, favicons, adding to cart and checkout. So if we go to colors, remember that horrible color we can hardly see? There it is there. So how do we fix that? Change it to black, or change it to red, or change it to whatever you like, guys, depending on your brand. Now, as you'll see, the menu's gone red. Body text. So what's the next thing is the body text. So this is usually body text here. So if we want to change that to black, done. Sale price, it's usually good to have sales price in red. Primary buttons, as you can see, guys, this is just overlay capacity, image overlays, turn it off, turn it on, whatever you like. A lot of this stuff, guys, is just trial and error. Just change it, see if it changes anything. If it does, cool. If it doesn't, then it's the wrong one, and just undo it. And same with on a computer, like anything on a computer or a Word document. If you make a mistake and you want to undo it, hold down, if you have a MacBook, hold down Command Z. And if you make another mistake, and if you have a PC computer, it's Control Z. So Mac, Command Z, Windows, Control Z. All right, so the next thing I would like to show you is, so we've gone through colors, now we're in theme settings. Colors, typography, if you want to change the type of font. So at the moment it's Word Sans, you just go to here, change it to whatever you like, add a bit of character to your store if you like. But you know, at the end of the day, guys, we just want to keep things simple, because otherwise people get confused. If you want to put the products up. Now, if you guys have, this is something we see a lot, if you guys don't have the best eyesight and you're struggling to see things on your menu, like if you're struggling to see, like if you can hardly read this, click here for sales items. If you think it needs to be bigger or brighter, you can do that through this size here. But also I just want to let you know, guys, there is a lot of tests that have done that. It doesn't deter people. It's just keeping it simple is usually the best, making your store look professional. Base size, same thing. We're just changing color sizes here. So that's typography. Next thing is social media. So this is shown when a link on your social media about the image thumbnails. So it's going to show up social sharing options, gives you social sharing options. You can upload an image of your different social medias to help people. But to be honest, guys, I do most of my social media editing through the last link I showed you. Favicons, we actually have a whole video on favicons, which we'll go over later. But this is just basically a logo that's going to show up here. Every single website you look at has a different logo here. So you just upload a small version of your logo. In this case, they want 32 by 32 pixels, which is extremely small. Add to cart notification. So if you want people to see a notification when a product's added to cart, that would appear here. And yes, I would recommend doing that. So just leave that on. And then checkout page. So if you want to edit your checkout page, we can go select images. We can put logos and things on there. Position left, logo medium, main button, you know, all this different information. This stuff here, guys, as I said, you probably don't need to edit it too much. Your checkout page, I wouldn't edit it. Most themes have perfected it. You don't really want to play around with it. You want to keep as least many options as possible on your checkout page, because you don't want people to have options and possibilities to leave the page. So I would not play around with your checkout page too much. But if you did want to, it's just trial and error, guys. Make a change, have a look, click save, undo. Did it work? Did it not? All right. So that's the basics of your sections and your theme settings of your home page. Now I want to show you something else. You can also edit your product page by clicking this button here and clicking your product page. So as you can see, that's the font I changed everything to. We have different options and colors, all the different images with this particular theme. Everything's loaded down the left here. So there's not a lot of options to edit on this free theme of your product page. But if you see here, this will give you all the options. So we have our header as normal, which has our logo. Same thing as our homepage. Very much the same as our homepage. Next thing we have is product page. So let's just go through this stuff. So image size. Do you want to have medium, full width? What kind of image size do you want to have, depending on your product? I like full width. Just try and keep things simple though. This will show quantity selector. So you can choose how many quantities you want. Do you want 1, 2, 3? Always good. I like to keep that on, guys, because it just reminds people that they could buy one for one of their friends. Show vendor, I leave that off because that just basically shows this Mosquito online store, and that that's not the name of your store, so I just leave that off. Enable image zoom. That just refers to if we actually highlight over the image, will the product zoom in? It won't zoom in when we have it fully taken up the full page, but when you run your mouse over the product, it will zoom in. So I like to keep that on. Show dynamic checkout button. So each customer will see their preferred payment method from those available in the store. Now, if you have PayPal, Apple Pay, whatever, it'll show all of that on the store. So none of that's installed yet, so it's not showing up, but keep that on. So show social sharing. Give people the opportunity to share these products as well. Pretty rare that it happens, but it's always good to have there. And then at the bottom here, guys, we have theme settings. So that's probably going to be some social media stuff. Share on Facebook, pin on Pinterest, show notifications when an item is added to cart. Cool. That's the basics of your product page. Let's cover more things. Product recommendations. That is having products down the bottom recommending. Now, eBay is a big fan of this. There's a lot of sites that are a big fan of this. Some people love it, some people hate it. The reasons people like it is if they decide they don't want this product, it might direct them to another product. The reason people don't like it is because when you've got someone on the product page, you want to give them as little amount of distractions as possible. And some people view that as a distraction. Okay? So I view it as a bit of a distraction. I don't usually have it on, but a lot of our staff members here do. One of those things, guys, never make assumptions, never listen to us, always test, okay? All right. Next thing is footer. Footer is exactly the same as your homepage. So same menu in the footer, everything's the same. We have footer menu, about us, newsletter, main menu. Really nice and simple, guys. Now, the next thing we have is, this is where you can edit all your pages. So you can edit your collection page, collection list, your blogs, carts, checkouts, 404 page, which is your error page, contact us. There's a few contact us buttons here, guys, because this is an example site. People are always asking how to do contact us pages. But yeah, that's the basics of editing different pages. So if I go to collection list, it's going to be this very similar options to the product page. So yeah, header, collection page, footer. Give us some options for collection page. Do you want to put it in grid or do you want to put it in list? I prefer to have it in grid. Gives people, they can see more options. Products per grid, 5, 6, whatever you want. How many rows? I like to put as many as possible on one page. I don't like people having to go to another page. Show collection page, show product vendors. No, never have product vendors on. Enable sorting. So enable sorting refers to this. Now, some people don't like to have this on because this is something people use to, like, if a competitor comes to your website, they want to know what your best-selling product is. All they need to do is go best-selling, and they go, perfect, it's this one here. And they've got your best-selling product. So sometimes people don't like to have that on there. Enable tag filtering. Yeah, tag filtering is not applicable in this particular store, but depending on what products you're selling, you can contact us and we can explain it. So that is the basics of the store. Now, if we want to edit these contact us pages, it's all the same principles. Everything's down the left. Contact, they don't give us any options on this theme. So that's the basics. These give you the basic principles of editing a theme, guys. This is everything you need to know about editing a theme. Now, when you go to a more advanced theme, there will be a lot more options. Everything will be a bit different, but it's all basically the same principles. So I just want to show you now, guys, a more advanced theme and just give you a bit of an idea. Now, you like this more advanced theme. It's not all advanced themes are going to be the same as this either. Remember, click the Shopify button up the top left, and it'll take you back to Shopify. So that's our debut theme. Now let's say I have this advanced theme and I want to bring this on my page. You don't have to publish it to view it, but if you do want to publish it, you just click here. But I just want to customize it. So let's come on. I'm just going to give you a general overview of what a more advanced theme looks like. But it is basically the same structure. So this theme is a blank theme. Everything's ready to go. Very beautiful. Has a countdown timer. It's all quite self-explanatory, but everything's basically the same. So we have header up here. This actually gives us 3 types of headers. So it gives us one looking like that, gives us one looking like this, and then one looking like this. So you can choose whichever header you like. And then for mobile phones, it also gives you multiple headers as well. And then obviously theme settings, which gives you a few more options. So this is just your logo. This is how you actually upload your logo. If you ever can't find your logo, you come through here. All right. Now, slideshow, same thing, guys. Full screen, enable effect fade, so you can make it fade instead of roll out. Autoplay, images, everything's basically the same. Same principles, but more options. Now, as we come down here, so if I don't save this, all these advanced themes, if you make any changes, you need to hit save, or you're not going to see any of your changes. So let's hit save. See how this has 3 slideshows stacked on top of each other? It's because I haven't hit save. So you hit save, back to 1. Now banner, that's just a collection list. Fancy way of saying collection list. Here's a non-fancy way of doing collection list. Same thing, guys. So same thing, guys. 4 different ones here. You can add ones, you can remove. Once you select a collection, you select what collection you want. Bug nets, done. It adds it. Okay. Now, if we come down here, scroll down here. See, this is a bit different. Countdown timer. Most pages don't have this, but very simple. Do you want to have a background image to it? Yeah, no. We have 358 days remaining on this particular countdown. Get 30% off. So how does that work? Get 30% off your first order. See how this is all in brackets and whatnot? That's because there's a bit of coding in there. So you might say get 10% off depending on what products you're selling. Use the code Flash Manga. I can change that to whatever I want. Flash Summer, sorry. And then my countdown code. What date do I want to have? Let's say we're at the end of the year here. So let's say, 2019, whatever it is. Whatever you change it to, guys, it will come up on here. This won't work because this date I've chosen is actually behind us. But yeah, that's the basics of how you edit that code. And then it has shop now, all products, and it's just directing to a certain niche. So as you can see, it's expired. So if I change that to 2021, hit save, it'll up that timer. Might give you guys a bit of an idea about what the date is right now, if you're interested. And then, we can shop now as the button we've chosen, 723 days, all products, margin top, margin bottom, perfect. Now, same thing, guys, here, Instagram feed. This just has the basic Instagram feed, just giving you an example of what you're looking at here. So once you've got your Instagram, you need to put your title, which will link to Instagram, your description, and then you need a user ID Instagram, which is an access token, which you can find on Google. Most of the stuff here, guys, if you have any issues, find on Google. Otherwise, contact us. We can help you generate your access token. All right. And then as you see here, there's a lot of different things on the scroll, but they've all been ticked. See, that I means visual. It means you can view them. They've all been ticked so you can't view. So if I want to turn them on or off, I can turn these all on. I can turn these all off. It's completely up to you. So if you've built something that you just want to hide for now, you just click one button and it's turned off. All right. So the next thing we'll go to is add section. Now you'll notice there's a lot different the sections you can add here. That's all the same principles, guys. Footer, same thing. Now, where this gets different is if you want, remember I showed you those 3 menus before. So we've got all the color, typography, header, promotion, everything's the same. However, we've got our 3 headers. So we actually edit those headers through here. 1, 2, 3. So any editing of headers is done through a different place. Now, not all stores are going to be like this, but some are. Mega menu, I won't go through mega menu. If you guys want to do menu, you probably need to hire an expert. There's quite a bit in it. And then same thing with footers. We have 3 different footers and we can edit them all through here. Now, remember how we have here, we can edit all these different pages and then they'll show up in different sections. You can actually access those through here as well. So cart page, page templates, settings, blogs, contact us, products, product page pop-up, Google Maps, checkouts. If we go to contact us, you'll notice contact us page is actually quite different on this theme. It gives a lot more options for people. So you can actually put your map in there. This is in our location. This is the location of the theme in New York. And then you can have all different things here, like drop us a line. So as we have here, if I go to sections, let's go back here. I can change, mail pop-up, MailChimp, Google Maps. Do I want to remove Google Maps? Do I want to get rid of the product? Do I want to edit any of this writing here? All these icons. So you can get icons. You can actually download these picture icons through these links here. Now, every theme's completely different, but it's just a good basics to how it all works. And then, most of them have read documentation and get support. So a lot of them have support you can use as well. But yeah, quite basic. It's all the same principles. All themes are basically the same principles. Some are a bit more complicated, some are a bit more easy. But yeah, it's all principles. And we're always here for our support. Shopify has support as well, guys. There's quite a few different things you can do with your theme. But yeah, that is the basics. Once you understand those principles, you can edit quite a lot on themes. If you need to edit anything that requires coding, you'll probably have to hire a Shopify expert, or you can have a chat with us. We can do quite a lot of coding with you as well. But that's the basics of the themes, guys. The only other thing I'll show you is, let's say I wanted to swap to this theme. I just need to go to actions and I need to go to publish. And are you sure you want to publish on this theme? And I go, yes, I would like to publish on this theme. Done. All right, guys, that wraps up the how to edit theme section of Shopify How To. I'll see you in the next video.